That's a very long load time. I might cut those out from now on if I'm not in the middle of talking when they show up. But yeah, this is something else the Circle of 8 mod pack starts with. We can essentially go around and buy our own starting gear with the money it gives us. Though it kind of gives us wait, okay, never mind. Oh, I think that's because it's split party, I think. That's why everyone's got the same. Because I say, yeah, it doesn't really give us a lot of money is the thing. So we're far better off, and just to keep the traditional temperamental level start, I was going to get the default starting equipment, and we're going to auto-equip everything. And set our gold to default. And now we can check out our gold. We actually get far more... What is this getting? Is 500 gold? Maybe that's not what it actually meant. Okay. I'll like, get rid of our ugly faces and actually check things. Ooh, I got multiple weapon sets. How do I check my gear? Alright, here we go. So yeah, hide armor, lower boots, club. I don't know kind of why he's wielding a club, to be honest. I'd rather have him wielding an axe or a big broadsword. What do you kind of think of it? I guess they'd borrow in the stuff where current proficiencies, don't they? Because I didn't actually equip the proficiencies for them. Yeah, this is going to be leather armor and stuff at the moment. Nothing really good. It's also leather armor, I believe. Yeah, it's just a different sprite for it. Thieves' tools, obviously, for the thief. He is currently wielding that. He does have a second weapon set, and I think I'd rather have him doing the stabby type of thief. That's more what Hawkins is supposed to be honest. Magic potions. Do those... Have you got those identified? Do those... What do we have magic potions for? It'd be nice if they told us kind of what they were. Did he stay equipped to a weapon set too? I hope so. Yeah, Snowpuss is the bow, and yeah, I'm a crossbow, so that's fine. That is acceptable. Yeah, and he is actually keeping his daggers on. So we'll just step into this portal and we can actually begin the act. I think this might be a cutscene, so...
10 years ago, in the year 569, the dark forces of the Temple of Elemental Evil rose up to face the united armies of Voluna and Furyondi.
What's up is usually what you say for the good guys.
Knows, the tide of evil was opposed by the forces of good. The northern armies fought bravely under the direction of the valiant Prince Thrommel. But the forces of evil seemed too great. When at last it seemed that evil would triumph, that the demoness Zugtmoy would destroy the armies of good, a new hope arrived. The Circle of 8. Zugtmoy was trapped in the dungeons beneath the Temple of Elemental Evil. Left inside the temple dungeons, she gathers her strength and secretly plans a return to power for vengeance. One evening, while walking along a street in Mitrik, the capital of Voluna, you hear a scream from a nearby alleyway.
One of the cooler aspects of the game, where you will only get to experience this one, but the game does actually have different openings and different reasons for you to get to the starting location depending on what alignment your party is. And as with the intro good person, we got someone in need and we're going to go rush over to help. And it is very possible to die in this fight. As you just saw where Algobogram just took... Oh, I didn't realize I was controlling Warrior Axiga, whatever. I may as well just move because... Yeah, a bit too far away to actually do anything useful at the moment.
I'm off.
Move the rogue up.
Okay.
Go for a backstab. Snoopers has got a bow, so he's actually going to sit there and take a shot. Full attack.
Will do.
I'm not quite sure what's the difference between these.
Will do.
All I know is that Snoopers, you just suck. As we get our spells back anyway after this, I may as well see what spells I can cast. Oh, that's useful. Yeah, I didn't pick these spells, it's just like, okay, these are the spells you're going to start with, because game decides. And I'm pretty sure I'm not actually going to have range to hit anything with these. Yeah, I'm going to have to move first.
Will do.
Now here, can I throw a spell out?
Yes, sir.
Daze? Nope.
Yes, sir.
I can't really tell if it's in range or not until I select the spell, which is kind of annoying. Because there isn't like any way of measuring it in any other way either. Triple attack. Need melee weapon, right. I know that in D&D, actual Snoopers can fire 2 arrows at once. I'm not quite sure how I can do that in Temple of Deadly, where he's even capable of doing so. So far, this thief's proven to be a real nuisance. I'll go back and get revenge for that bolt he's sunk into already. Sneak in front of him. Power attack. You can't. You shouldn't be able to do that though, because he's not got an action left. So I guess you end your turn in front of the guy. He seems to be less dangerous now that we're up in his face. So I guess that works. Can you not attack? Did I seriously? Yeah, I went just over. That's kind of annoying though, and you can't. It's difficult to tell. But yeah, because the way it works, I actually went slightly over into my second full action, so I can't actually do anything else currently. So protection from evil. I guess this is clerical magic. Okay. I guess we'll end our turn next to him as well. Ugh. How do I do like a sneak attack, or does he just do one by default? Throw dagger, single attack, triple attack. Can I 5-foot step?
Right away.
I guess.
Will do.
God, did someone hit the bastard? Snoopus. Triple attack. Okay, you can't do it because he's not got a melee weapon. Full attack didn't seem to actually do anything.
Okay.
The pie is full of incompetence. Oops, can I just move still? Yeah, I may as well get closer. Perhaps shortening the distance will make odds of hitting slightly better. Oh, okay, if I look at the side there, I can kind of tell when the bar's being filled. I don't think we're really cut out for adventuring, guys.
I'm off.
God damn it. This thief is indestructible. Oh, there we go. Our goal just has to solve everything.
I'm on it.
He stared down at the woman. I wish I could have saved you. If only I'd been here sooner. I'm quite sure who's doing the dialogue at the moment. You notice a distinctive brooch on the woman as you stoop to pick it up and examine it. So, you are the Canoness Jede of the Church of St. Cuthbert in Homlet. Rest in peace, sister. I will bring the news of your passing to your church. You paused on the last rites. Okay, there's Tims.
You arrive in Homlet as the bearer of terrible news for the current priest of the Church of St. Cuthbert. The Canoness Jede is dead.
I'm not sure I pronounced that wrong, but he pronounced it the same way I did, so, okay, I don't quite know how long this loading scene is going to be. I guess I'll just leave this one on for now, and, it's going to take ages then from now on. I'll start cutting them out. It might have been that shopping room one, which doesn't make a lot of sense. There wasn't a lot there, but still. I can hear sound, so I think we're almost there. Separate sound. That's gotta have pictures. Any pictures? Is a completely unknown quantity. What is here? Who will be encountered? Will outsiders be shunned? The Freemakins easily dubbed Dube. Dusty rutted road is lined with closely grown hedges of brambles and shrubs. Here and there it cuts through a corpse of crosses a rivulet. That's it. Doesn't say corpse. That'd be freaky. To either hand, forest and meadow have given way to field and orchard. A small herd of kine graze nearby, and a distant hill is dotted with one-stone chimneys with thin plumes of blue smoke rising from them. A road angles west into the hill country, and either side of the road ahead are barns and buildings. Hamlet at last. Close your eyes for that bit, and now reopen them, and we're here. It's like you gotta hear the magical journey that took us to our magical destination. I had promised a frame rate before.
Are you some sort of adventurer?
My god, voice acting. I don't think there's a lot of that. Yeah, I am. This village I've had some problems with frame rate before, so we'll see what happens when we're venturing around. Well, yes I am.
Find treasure? Oh, you must be here to kill monsters. Tell me!
Yes, I'm here to find treasure. You can help me by answering some questions.
I can try. I know a lot for my age. Ask me, you'll see. I'm smart.
Voice actor's annoying me, but at least I don't have to do the voice acting myself, so I'm gonna keep talking to this guy. What's your name?
My name is Kent. I'm 8. I live here with my grandma and all my brothers and sisters.
Nice to meet you, Kent. My name is Warwick Exeter.
Gosh, this has been the greatest day ever. I met a real live adventurer. I can't wait to tell my sisters. Anything else I can tell you?
What can you tell me about Hamlet?
I've lived in Hamlet my whole life. I'm not allowed away from the yard much. You should look for one of the badgers. They guard the town and know where everything is better than me.
Do you know the Canistia Day?
She works at the church, I think. I've never met her. Sorry. I'm sure lots of people knew her. Ask one of the badgers for directions. The badgers know everything. When I grow up, I want to be a badger. Okay, see ya. I gotta...
Freaky, transmutation shard. Want to turn himself into a badger. Let's not crush his dreams and just get out of here. And yeah, we are still hurt, so... We must have got here pretty quick, because Uncle Bum got no chance to restore the damage he dealt to him. That and our healer in the group didn't decide to do anything. Now, there are quite a lot of side quest stuff we can now pick up in the town, and I don't know if we're going to pick them all up at once, and just have like a load of the village stuff together now, and then we'll get on to like actual going out and adventuring and such. I suppose that will be how I do it, 'cause that's generally how I normally handle RPGs. So, yeah. There's a lot of talking and stuff going to happen, and there's a lot more than I thought there was. As all I can remember about this game from my first attempt at it was giant frogs ate me, and I'm sure I'll get there eventually. At least not all these people have anything useful to say. I think she's the only one who has anything. A good day to you. Well, yeah, this is why I hate voice acting as well. I trip over words when I try and read them off a page. That's why, yeah, I hate doing speeches and stuff. Well, okay. I can handle it. Well, wet. Arrgh! It's trying to read it off the screen's the problem. I can do it when I commit it to memory. Which is, yeah, I can do that alright when I'm doing like speeches or presentations or whatever. As long as I do it from memory. Well met, my lady. I am Uggle Buggerum. Nice to meet you. You look like a newcomer to our small little town here. My name is Gwyneth, and my husband Percy and I live here in this humble abode. Glad to meet you, Gwyneth. You appear to be someone who knows what's going on around here. What can I do for you? That's a nice barn you have out there. Thanks, my brother-in-law, Filican, to the north shares it with us. Unfortunately, he wants more room, and although we tried to accommodate him, he just keeps taking more. It's gotten so bad now that Filican and my Percy no longer talk to each other. Surely a surplus of hay must be considered a good thing. There ought to be some way the two of them can work it out. You're a good guy. We're just going to show up and solve everybody's problems. Because we kind of don't really have much of a grand goal at this point, so... possible rewards. Filican has has just been driven to obsession with work since his wife passed away. He won't even talk to you unless it's on farm business. It's too bad about his wife. A real shame it is, you know. That widow Miffield up north of here sure would do him some good. She's a bit older than him, you know, but they get along so well. It's like a perfect match. Why won't he court her? Well, his wife just died a little over a year ago. He doesn't think he's mourned enough yet. I bet Mahilda would buy a new barn as part of her dowry if we could get them together, but that carpenter tells me he's just too busy for any new work. I'll go talk to the carpenter for you, maybe I can convince him. Fillikin's pay must be great, a lonely soul and such a new mate. I'll go talk to the carpenter. Just doing my job. Well, I'm not just doing my job. My job is not to help random women with relationship problems. Glad I could be of help. There we go. What else can I do for you? Anything happening? I am unable to help you. Robots. Anything newsworthy happening? Sometimes I hear the juiciest bits, but at the moment there's only odd gossip. What's going on around here? What's I hear these strange things going on? Rumors, woman, rumors. Okay, let's just leave. It's getting a bit intense here. Are things to steal? Do people care if I steal things in this game? Is there a key, handy key to hide? There's no way to check what the key bindings are, unfortunately. Unless you can do it now while you're in game, and you just can't do it from the main menu, which would seem silly to me. I'm going to admit. Just don't touch anything on that page; it'll break the game. Trust me. And then I have to really mess around with the Circle of 8 mod pack. Yeah, because I wanted to know if there's like a way to highlight any like treasure chests and stuff on the screen, because that's always a handy key, but I can't seem to find it anywhere. I don't think Percy has anything really noteworthy to say. I'm working on it, Percy. I plan to work out this feud of yours. Yeah, he just confirms what his wife already said, so. Meh. Here's one of the town guards. I guess we could use him to get some directions. Have I got a map I can bring up, maybe? Kind of. Not while I'm moving around. Oh, wow. All the fog of war's already gone. I can see everything. I don't know if that's actually helpful or not. Because, yeah. Now I kind of can't really tell where I've been already. Whatever, let's catch the badger. Oh, sweet. I'm doing the talking. Great. Let's use like 14 charisma. There we go. Yes, sir. How can I help you? Are you the village guard? Yes, sir. I'm one of Burns' badgers. Who are Burns' badgers? We work for Burn, his most worshipful mage of Hamlet. I'm embarrassed to say that we used to be brigands, but Burn has showed us a better way of life. We act as the town guard and expect people to behave responsibly while here. Who is Burn? Burn is a wizard who came to Hamlet many years ago with his friend Rufus. They defeated many enemies in the surrounding countryside, including the bandit group that they later formed into the Badgers. Where can I find Burn now? Burn and Rufus live in the tower on the east side of town. I get some other directions. I'll find it. I don't need to talk to you. I've got a map of the place already somehow. Yeah, well, okay. The Badgers sounds like a good idea from their perspective. I don't know if we're going to get any negatives to them. Like, they are ex-brigands. Like, are they kind of, you know, a bit forceful and stuff? I don't know. So if I trust ex-brigands to run a place. Nope, nothing useful. Ah, here we go. Hello, sir. I am Snoopus. I think I'm really uncharismatic, so I shouldn't be talking to you. Well met, Snoopus. My name is Heroth Renton, and I'm captain of the local militia. I am a traveller new to this town. I am looking for directions. May I impose upon you to answer a question? Have you lived here in Hamlet for long? I've lived here a very long time indeed, having raised 2 sons, Otters and Elmo, with my wife Lilla here. Elmo lives here with us, the other has gone away. Otis? What happened to him? Otis is our oldest boy, big and strong, like our Elmo, too, but he took up with some gentleman a few years back, seeking his fortune. We haven't heard from him since. That's too bad. I'm sure he'll turn up, though. Where can I find Elmo? I'm afraid Elmo's a bit over fond of brew and is probably down at the Inn of the Welcome Wench in the centre of town. You can't miss him. Can I ask you some more questions? Okay, you've got nothing else to ask you? Alright, we'll just get going then. Because there's an RPG where dialogue strings, you can just keep repeating them, so I could just go back in there and ask the guy the same thing over and over again, and yeah. He won't find that suspicious whatsoever. I don't know if I like that, because then you can't forget stuff, or whether it's kind of immersion breaking and strange. And yeah, we're getting a little bit of frame rate problems whenever I scroll the camera. But it might just be because this town's pretty large and populated, so we might be alright maybe when we get out to some of the smaller areas. We'll see. If it gets too bad, I might have to, between recordings, edit some settings or something. Okay, I know this guy gives me something to do, I'm pretty sure. What? Greetings, I'm Uggle Buggerum. Yeah, he just talks to whoever's nearest to them, so I can't really make sure all the time that Hemmett's going to be talking unless I'm really careful. The man shakes your hand firmly. Tarum here. Glad to meet you. Woodcutting's my speciality. How can I help you? Nice to meet you, Tarum. Word is there have been some bandits in this area. Would you know anything about that? I'm new town, sort of eager to go out adventuring, being as that's what I do. Would you happen to have any leads of that sort of thing for me? I wouldn't know about bandits anyway. What? I didn't mention bandits. But I am having a problem with some giant spiders infesting a grove of nearby Declo trees. Declo trees? Declo is a regional species of tree that grows exceptionally big and strong. The wood from a Declo is some of the best you'll ever find. Very useful for a fellow like me. I was wondering I had a big mouth and talked. I can see why you'd need those spiders out of the way, then. I'll go take care of them for you if you like. Really? That'd be mighty nice of you. Let me mark the location on your map. I just hope Jaru won't mind too much. Do I want to go to the Deco Grove right now? No, I'll die. I'll die if I go there right now. May I ask some questions? Do you make any equipment out of the wood you cut? No, you might want to check down with folks at the trading post, that sort of thing. Okay. I think Child's worthless.
By the gods' will.
We can just see his really weird looking portrait. Yeah, I'm worried, especially with Ugglebugger not even being at full health. I don't really want to go out and have to fight some giant spiders. I think it's about the time to end the first video. These first three videos will probably just be running around this town, talking to people, getting a bit of loot here and there. So yeah, prepare for more talking next video. And Hemmet, start listening to what I tell you to do.